Well, hello everyone. This is Ron, and I'm back with you for another episode of Empire Coins and Collectibles. Actually, we're moving right along. This is episode number 16. And the title of this episode is Another Error Coin or Token. Actually, I think it's a coin from Sweden, and the coin is actually from France. But we'll get back to that in just a moment. We will also have a bonus to show you something I bought at a collectibles show back in the 1990s, late 1990s in Orlando, Florida. But before we go there, if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. And I believe the boss lady, Miss Empire, is maybe over here. I don't know, maybe over there. She's going to be pointing to our contest rules. And I'll let her get into those details with the tags that she applies. Okay, I hope this episode finds you all doing well, you're safe, your family is doing well, and you're progressing along in your collection of coins. I know I am. I bought a few from overseas, being that I'm here in Texas. You know, they say Arkansas is a foreign country, and I'm from Arkansas. But here in Texas, we take a little bit of pride of our state. But in any case, overseas is not Arkansas. We're talking about coins that I purchased from Sweden and from Cyprus. I'll get into that, of course, in just a bit. Okay, before we go to all of that, I want to share with you once again Martin Wetmark's business card. Let me change the camera. I have two coins that I bought from him. I'm only going to be sharing one with you today, and I'll share another one in the next video. But hopefully you can, let's see if I can get it positioned just right. There is his card, and the camera is focusing. All right. And he has a website, martineracoins.com. I'll try to move my finger, right? And you can contact Martin at that email. He also has an eBay store, and I would recommend you go visit it. It's 100% positive feedback. It's Martin's Error Coins, I should say. So good shout out to Martin once again. I do love the coin that I'll be showing today from him. Also, I don't have a business card just yet, but let me change my view here. I'm going to share a screen. I'm going to change cameras back to me. Camera view, bear with me. And here I am, and then I'm going to share my screen. And let's see, share content. Okay, this is the next coin I'll be sharing with you when I receive it. I bought it from Michael over in Cyprus. Superb individual. He and I have been emailing, talking to each other, and he has lots of very interesting error coins. I would recommend that you visit his eBay store. His eBay store is MI-294. So those are two overseas suppliers that I've been using, finding some very interesting coins. And as soon as I get this coin in, I will share it with you in a different episode. Okay, let's stop the share. Okay, now, just so you know, we're going to be looking at this coin here, and I'm going to flash a new share up there so you can take a look at an eBay site. This is the same one I showed a while ago, but I'm going to change. Oops, let's see if I can get rid of that. Is this it? Nope, that's the 50. And here's the 10. This is actually the coin I'm going to be sharing and showing you, although it's not exactly the same. This is a coin without an error. What I'm going to show you is one of these 10 centimes coins made of aluminum from France with an error. It's an off-center struck coin. This was actually minted in 1920. Its diameter is 19 millimeters. Its denomination, of course, is 10 centimeters, which I've already stated. And what else can I say? I suppose that is about it. It's from the mint Bayani. And now I know I'm butchering that since I do not speak French, but perhaps some of our French friends will correct me on that down in the comments. Okay, so token title Chamber of Commerce. It's put out as a 10 centimes coin. And I suppose it was a good for trade, or it actually was used in circulation as part of the currency. And I'm sure there's more history to it than that. Okay, so that's the first coin I'm going to show to you. So let me change the coin. I'll give you a quick look at it on the camera before we go to the microscope. Okay, so this is the coin. I'm not sure that it might be too dark in here. Can you see that? Perhaps not really well. There it is. Nice looking coin. And you can see how it's off center struck. I love it. Let's flip it over. And this coin is from Martin again. There's the backside. And you see Chamber of Commerce, 10 centimeters, right? Okay. Let me go ahead and change the view to, let's see if we've got the microscope up and running. There it is. And I will put it here, take it out of the carrier, because this is getting ready to be certified. I know some people may say, Ron, you don't really need to be sending these in to be certified because they're not really valuable. I think they are, and I think they're worth preserving in terms of preventing any future wear and tear and damage to them. So let me just zoom down a bit to get this thing in focus. Look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous coin? Wow. You know, this is one of those things where as a collector, you really appreciate the variety of coins that's out there, not just the variety that were minted as circulating coins or proof coins, but the errors that are out there as they produce these for the user community. And I mean people that use them to buy things or trade for things. As a result, over time, they're pulled out of circulation and put into collections. And so Michael, I'm not sure where, not Michael, but Martin, I'm not sure where Martin found this, but I do love it. He pulled it into his collection. He's selling off a few of his collection in his store. And now it's in my collection. This is one of those things that I'll probably be like the guy that said, you know, he said, you'll have to pull it from my cold, dead hands. That would be my wife talking to my wife about this coin. Maybe that's a bit harsh, right? But in any case, I'm not going to let this thing go anytime soon. What do you think about it? You know, this coin probably cost me somewhere in the neighborhood of $40, $45, and I think it's well worth it. It's a great strike, right? Let's flip it over. And you can see that it was minted. Look at that. In 1920. Wow. That ship is very sharp. I love it. I love the lettering. I love how it's positioned on the double strike. It's just very sharp and geometric. Perhaps that's the engineering in me coming out. Just the geometric shapes that strike me so much. I mean, you know, my wife says, you know, as far as our paintings around the house and photographs, they all have to be precisely hung and everything, and they have to be arranged properly. It's just something about the shape of this coin that kind of grabs me. What do you think? Do you think it's worth the money I paid? To me, it certainly is. Many of you over in Europe may find this and get a better value for it, but here in the States, you have to pay a little more considering that they're shipping in from Europe and coming through the postal system with all the insurance and everything that's paid. So I think it's well worth the money I paid for it, but it will be certified in an annex holder, and hopefully it gets a pretty good strike grade on it. But in any case, I wish to preserve it as it is, and the annex holder will do fine in that regard. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get a better picture. I'm looking at the computer screen, and trying to focus it a little more. Look at the details on the ship. Whoever the engraver was on this aluminum, and it is aluminum, it's a very soft metal, so be careful, don't drop it, you'll dent it. Look at all that detail in here. Wow. I mean, to me, this is the epitome of what coin collecting is all about. It says Vincent Vigent Fide. So I'm not sure what that means. Maybe somebody else can let me know. I should have looked it up before I came online. But in any case, I love the coin. I'm going to flip it back over to the other side and let you get a good look of the other side again. Wow. I mean, look how sharp the lettering is right here. You know, I'm one of those guys, whenever my wife and I would go to the state fair and everybody's having a great time and oohing and ahhing, I'm kind of looking at the machinery and just marveling at all the machinery that goes into the state fair rides. So that's the type of guy I am. I'm all about technology. I'm just fascinated with it and happy to have spent most of my career in it. But yes, the geometric shapes are something that are very enjoyable for me, at least. And I do have a very large collection of tokens. And at some point, I'll probably share more of those with you. But today I have a new one that I'm going to share with you. And this is the bonus. I bought this one at a collector's show in the 1990s, we'll say mid to late 1990s. It is a precious gemstone. I don't know, it might be garnet or not garnet, but some type of quartz mix of stone. And it's perfectly round. And it has, I guess that's Arabic writing in it. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, from what I understand, based on the gentleman I bought this from, and it's got to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 years ago, he said that this was a seal stone. And what that meant was that when somebody's doing business or transacting formally, they would dip this in or put wax on the document and then press this in to the wax, and that would be their seal. Now, whoever can read this, if it is Arabic, maybe they could drop a comment down below and let me know what it's saying. It could be upside down for all I know. And I'm showing my ignorance of other languages here. But it is a gorgeous stone. Let me flip it over. So here's a question for you. It's a bareback, right? A bareback. Nothing there. So the question I have for you is, how would you classify this in terms of collecting? Is it part of being a numismatist, right? In terms of coins or I should say numismatic means exo means out of. Numismatic item, like a token. Would you characterize a seal as an numismatic item? How would you characterize this? I know one way I characterize it. It's not leaving my collection. I just find it so very, very interesting and really would love to know what the script is telling us. That would just add to perhaps the mystique and the desirability of this seal. So what do you think? Give me your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do you have anything like this? Have you collected anything like this in the past? So what do you think? Would you buy this? And to be honest with you, I might have paid a few dollars in around 1998 when I bought it, 97, 98. Not very expensive at the time. All right, I hope I've shown you something interesting in this episode. I do appreciate you watching my videos. And every time I find one of those really good suppliers or coin sellers, I'm going to share them with you so that you might inquire of them so that your collecting needs may be met. With that, That's all I have to add. You guys take care. Have a great time, whether it's coming up on the weekend or any other time. And I will see you in the next episode. All the best.